All right, so we are in Coalinga still. Got my phones all back into mobile mode, out of airplane mode, and we are headed toward I-5 and a Shell station. They don't actually have a Shell station in Coalinga, so it's like 11 miles away. Try to keep the camera from overheating. Might have to turn the AC on. We'll see. Mention for you new people, Zoe is my cat that travels with us. Me right now, she'll travel with my wife and I when we all go on a trip. Alright, yeah, I gotta turn the AC on. This ain't gonna work. Best Western Plus out here. Middle of nowhere. Brand new, it looks like. Or fairly new. It's nice. 31 degrees, 10:07 in the morning. Pleasant Valley State Prison. here. Nice. Check it out. As long as it's renewable diesel, I can live with that. I've used it once already on this trip and it did not cause any problems. Yeah, the crappy Valero over there. Don't ever get diesel there. What is MK diesel number 2? I don't know what that is. They don't have anything on it saying what it is. I might go ask. Lunch break over. Oh, the pizza at this Shell was really good. They had a little bit of a hint of garlic. They probably used garlic oil. And it was pepperoni, thin-ish crust, I would say. But
in 300 feet, make a U-turn if possible at Somerville Lane.
And they have regular diesel, which is hard to find. So this, I would stop here all the time. So the lady
was... In 300 feet, turn left to South Glen Avenue.
The lady was super nice. She was telling me how the truckers pay $1 less a gallon and it's the same fuel. And they have one pump with a skinny
nozzle. Turn left to South Glen Avenue.
And it does say MK diesel at both sides. So I paid full price this time. I'm going to make sure it's good. And if it's good, I'll try the other side because I will be stopping at
in 200 feet, turn right.
At the Coalinga I-5 exit all the time for fuel here. This is an awesome place. They have a Baja Fresh and a Subway inside also. The Baja
turn
Fresh
right to
really
West
good.
Chain Avenue and then keep right.
Or they make it to order for you. Yeah, I like this place.
In 500 feet, keep right to I-5 South.
So we have 130 miles to Lake Isabella, and then we're going to head to the Trona Pinnacles from there. It is 10:56 right now. And this is a continuation from Coalinga. But it is going to be hot today. I have the AC on in the truck. I am glad to be on a flat road.
Proceed 46 miles on I-5.
LA is 191 miles. This was my most expensive fill up of the trip, but should get better after this. I should only need one more fill up in California, depending on what I do. Tempted to go down to Joshua Tree. After the Mojave Preserve. Something from his truck because there's a semi pulled over up here. Wow, he walked a long ways. Whatever he's looking for must be important. Jeez. That looks like it would suck. This is about the least picturesque drive you could do in California, I-5. It's always so washed out looking too. It's just not very neat. You don't even go through towns on I-5. This is day 6 of my trip. Wow, that Sprinter's from Florida. They are a long ways from home. This is the best time of year to be in Florida. So I can see the Sierra Nevada mountains on the to the east. It's peeking up over the I don't know if it's clouds, smog, fog, what. But you can see the tops are covered in snow. It's just all white. Pretty neat from this distance. Crushed red peppers with my pizza. I saved them. I'm gonna put them in my backpacking food and give it some flavor, some spice. I need to start bringing pepper. That would be good. Wow, definitely is windy. I'm not sure if it's a southeast wind or what. So if you take California 99, which goes through all the towns to the east, Highway 99, it's a lot flatter than this. Like this goes up and down because they were trying to avoid the all the orchards and stuff, fields, farmers' fields. Since I went 65 on this trip. Basically, it was Tacoma to Kelso, Washington, Longview, Washington. That was it. I haven't been on the interstate since then, since I got on it just now. Bugs were harmed in this video. I forgot how many bugs are in the valley because of all the cows and orchards and fields. It doesn't freeze down here. forecast for Moab, and it's actually really nice the next week and a half. So I think we are going to go over there and then head back home from there probably. We'll do that at the end of our trip. See how everything goes. California aqueduct. That is really cool how they move massive amounts of water from the north to the south. Pretty amazing, the whole system. Tilted. Trees are blooming now that we're this far south. That's always pretty. I bet it smells amazing too. Jeez. The ground is covered in white petals. Very pretty. Shell station, it looks like. It said now open, I thought. That is really nice. As long as it has good diesel. limited lifespan, I was reading. Then they die and you have to plant new ones. I want to say it's 25 years, I thought I read. Which is true of an apple tree too. Fruit trees only live so long, and then they don't produce very well, or start getting, diseases or something. I don't know why. I just spilled half of my peanuts in the Shell parking lot there. So now I spilled 2/3 of my pistachios in the back of the truck, and now half of my peanuts. So both of them are unshelled. I wasted like $12 in nuts. I am not having a good time with nuts. So I have the peanuts in a big plastic container with a lid, and the lid popped off. Or I didn't have it on tight. Opened the door and it fell out and opened. The biggest one. I just hope you're going so fast when you go over something like that your tire doesn't even have time really to go into it that much. I wouldn't want to hit those though with a little car. Your little tires probably wouldn't be good. That's how bad it was. you drive this on the weekend, especially in the summer, it's just packed with cars. It is not fun. Like the rest areas would be just full and nasty, and I mean there's a lot of people out in the summer on the weekends traveling. I don't like coming to California in the summer. I will only come in the late fall, winter, or early spring. I avoid this place in the summer. Too many people traveling. It's a literal zoo. I mean, you can't find parking at the national parks and trails and stuff. It is crazy. And the other thing I didn't like is if you want to get away from the heat in the summer, you gotta drive a long ways if you live in SoCal to get out of the, super hot heat. I can't wait to start going east. Window is filthy. County line, so we will be in Kern County all the way to Ridgecrest, I think. Oh, that's how far east it goes. It's a long ways. Let me know how long it took you to get bored of this drive, though. Probably like 2 minutes. Hazelman Road is coming up. I like that name. And there's a Kern National Wildlife Refuge. I bet that's neat. If you could actually get into it. A lot of the wildlife refuges here are not accessible. I think they're just protected areas, you know, for the birds migrating. They have a lot of birds and ducks and geese and stuff like that. End this video at the next town I go through because no one's gonna make it this far watching this except my hardcore people, and you all know who you are. I wish YouTube would let us give us statistics on our highest watching people. Like, that would be really neat, so we can give some shout outs. Oh my god, there's a way old car up there. We're gonna pass it. It's like an old, I don't know what it is. Look at that. Ancient. That thing probably smells like just, you know what. Wow. Must be very simple to work on. There's not much to the engines probably.
miles, take exit 278 on the right to California 46 towards Wasco.
Somewhere at this exit. Probably to the right, I would imagine.
Exit 278 on the right to California 46 towards Wasco.
This is the Lost Hills Wasco exit. I have taken this highway to the west. It's not bad at all.
Exit right to California 46. In 1/3 of a mile, turn left to California 46.
And they have a shell here. There's shells all over I-5, it looks like. Harder to find on Highway 99, I feel. Of course, it's just a zoo over there. You go through all the towns. It's not easy on,
turn
easy
left
off.
to California 46.
Yeah, this is a nice stop. They got Wendy's, Carl's Jr., Arby's, probably a McDonald's, everything here.
Proceed 25 miles on California 46.
All right, we are on Highway 46 East, and we will find a town to end this video in eventually. So Wasco is in 18 miles, or Bakersfield in 45. Probably ended in Wasco. Wow, that's a giant Tesla supercharger place. That is super nice. Wow, I've never seen one that big. You have shade while you're charging, and there might even have been like a little lounge area. That was way cool. I didn't see one car there on the outer perimeter at least. That's pretty awesome though. Jeez. I said earlier, you normally can't see them from the valley, so this is a treat. Lots of snow, just nothing but white on the tops. They put it between the trees. It's on the left there. Yeah, that's mulch. Oh, you know what? That's an old orchard. They wood chipped the trees. Wow. That is wild. I've never seen that before. It has to be an old orchard. Brought it in to spread amongst the trees, but it's weird how it's all spaced out. That is wild. Some trees now on the ground they haven't wood chipped yet, so those are all dead trees. Basically they cut down and they mulch them, wood chip them. Oh, I can see the mulcher going right now. That is so cool. That is a job, wow. Highway 99 briefly. Not for very long though. Someone when I lived in SoCal, they told me you pronounce almond almonds. They're almonds. I don't know if that's true or not. I should Google it. That's how they said it though. Almonds. There was no L. don't know if I mentioned this, but Zoe is my cat. She is traveling with us, and she is coming up front. Oh, she's going back. But it's not quite at noon yet. There's some more almond trees. In the Navy, I didn't know about China Lake Naval Base, and I wish I would have, because I would have loved to have gotten stationed there and been able to do all this stuff, you know, living right there. That would have been awesome. Because they let you pick. When you get out of A school, after boot camp, you could pick either your location or your squadron type. Or maybe it was just location. It was location for sure. I don't remember if you could pick your squadron or not, like what you want to work on. Back then though, they didn't have the internet. Well, there was the internet, but it wasn't like it is today. I would have had a blast here. I could have went to Death Valley easy, up to Lone Pine, all Bishop, that whole section easily, all those hikes. Could have went south to the Mojave, or east to the Mojave Preserve. I mean, there's just so much. my elbow down, brushed her face. She's so quiet, like she doesn't wear a collar or nothing. Oh my gosh, we got a school bus. No. Haven't had a school bus in front of me this entire trip. I hope he turns off onto another road. I think we're almost to Wasco though. Oh yeah, there's a big housing subdivision out here. Looks nice. Yeah, this is Wasco coming up. Wasco, California. Giant Walmart out here. It is nice. Jeez. It must have EV chargers on the side because there's covered parking there. Alright, well we're going to end the video. That was Coalinga to Wasco, California. Thanks for watching.